3M has custom vehicle wrapping all wrapped up, either digitally printable for completely bespoke vehicle wrapping or self-colored for a fresh new color change to your vehicle. Our network of trained local vehicle wrappers can help you create unique branding and adverts for your business, or simply cater for a new look with custom finishes and colors for car personalization. To see what 3M can do for you to keep your ride looking as good as the 3M Ford Fusion, visit wrapyourcurves.co.uk.
Here we go again. Kerry and Mayo meet for the second time in as many weeks in the Allianz National Football League, but we can expect a very different match today than 7 days ago. Last weekend, Kerry were already through to the semi-finals, while Mayo needed a point to set up today's clash. But 7 days on, and it's GAA HQ and a prize of a league final against either Cork or Down for the winners. In a sentence, the stakes have been raised. As for the two teams, well, Kerry boss Jack O'Connor rested a number of players for last weekend's match in Tralee, as well Kerry already had their work done. Today he welcomes back Brendan Keeley in goal, Mark O'Shea, Aidan O'Mahony and Brian Maguire in defence, Anthony Maher in midfield, and Paul Galvin and Darren and Declan O'Sullivan in attack. As for Mayo, well, they included Aidan O'Shea in their team on Thursday night. That was despite reports that he will be out of action for 6 weeks due to a hamstring injury. Those reports appear to be correct, as expected, he doesn't start today. Number 21, Barry Moran, will be named in midfield. Starts too for Kevin Keane, James Gibbons, and also their top scorer in the league so far this campaign, Conor Mortimer. The first of two semi-finals here at GAA HQ, Croke Park. So many players out there looking to impress, none more so than Patrick Curtin, who has been a real star and a new talent for Kerry in this league campaign. 1-9, he is Kerry's second top scorer in the league. He'll be looking to stake a claim for a start heading towards the All-Ireland Football Championship this summer. Mayo have been impressive in recent weeks. They got that draw last weekend in Kerry. That's one man they'll have to keep quiet today though, Paul Galvin. Has been moving up through the gears nicely, and as you will note, all four semi-finalists today are wearing their changed colours. So Kerry in the blue today, predominantly red jerseys as well for Mayo, as Galvin goes through his warm-up routines. Well, if Galvin has been impressive, this has been their star player. One more point from Brian Sheehan today and he'll hit 50 points, the half-century of points so far in this league campaign, and you wouldn't bet against him getting over 10 today and hitting that 60-point mark. He has been really impressive. For the record, 2 goals and 43 points in the 7 matches to date. Kerry with a good record heading into this one. Their only defeat coming against Armagh in the second round of matches. As for Mayo, well, Michael Conroy has been a new talent for them this year, has been really, really good with 7 points. He'll play in the corner. Plenty of experience alongside him in that forward line for Mayo. Conor Mortimer, once again, the man they will look to. He is now Mayo's top scorer of all time. 29 points for Mortimer so far in this league campaign. At the other end, a man who'll have to keep an eye on that really good Kerry attack is Donald Vaughan. Plays at centre-back alongside the youngsters of Colin Boyle and Lee Keegan today. He'll be up against it with the O'Sullivans, Colm Cooper, Paul Galvin, Kieran Donaghy and Patrick Curtin. Andy Moran, captain for Mayo, and a man who's got a fair share of scores as well so far this campaign. How Mayo will need him to register a couple of white flags and possibly a green flag today. Make no mistake about it, Kerry are the favourites, but that man will play a big part if Mayo are to upset the odds at Croke Park this afternoon. Conditions just about okay for football. Was overcast, a bit of rain earlier on, but Jack O'Connor and co ready for the off. Cork and Down to follow. But first up, our attention is firmly focused on the meeting of Kerry and Mayo. Jack O'Connor's ready to go. So too James Horan, the Mayo manager. A real mixed bag for Mayo in the Allianz National Football League so far. Played, of course, 7 matches, won 3 of those, lost 3 of those, and drew 1 as well. The draw coming against that man's Kerry last weekend. But Mayo have been motoring along nicely as we pause for the national anthem. Well, we are ready for the off now. Match referee today will be Eddie Kinsella. That's the man who will take charge of this one. And we are ready for what promises to be the first of 2 really, really good games of football. The last 3 All-Ireland football champions have come from the league finalists. Kerry and Mayo know exactly what they're playing for today. And straight away, Mayo in possession. And it's the new man wearing the 21, Barry Moran, in place of Aidan O'Shea. Just in case you've joined us late, Aidan O'Shea expected to be out for quite some time with a hamstring injury. He was named in the team today, but that was a late change. Early touch of the ball for Paul Galvin and Anthony Maher. As Kerry go on the attack, won back well by Kevin McLaughlin. As Mayo just get themselves into this game, some nice hand passing. Colin Boyle sends that one long, aimed to the corner towards Conroy. Chance of a free, early chance of an early score as well. Conor Mortimer will take this one. 29 points in the league so far. Free won by the corner forward Conroy from the Davids club. Not a huge attendance. Very, very obvious as you look on the far side there, the Cusack stand side. The attendance won't bother Conor Mortimer if he can strike first for Mayo, who led well early on last weekend when these 2 sides met in Tralee. Mortimer's effort looks good, is good. Flags go up inside 2 minutes. First score of the game coming from the left boot of Conor Mortimer. 30 points now for him in this league campaign. Keeley sends that one to the far side, well pitched, well won as ever. In the air by Maher, plays that one back to Aidan O'Mahony, ball out to Donaghy. Well read though, and one back by McLaughlin. Chance for Vaughan to launch an attack here. Plays that one forward to Boyle. Just about keeps it in, did he? Didn't. Ball went out. Well, Mayo obviously eager to make a good bright start as we see this one again. Really well won in the air. Never took his eye off the ball, did big Anthony Maher. Moran switches play, cleverly done here by Mortimer to steal himself some space. Where do we go from here? Ducks inside, still going Mortimer. Yes, the beating of Killian Young, and that's going to be straight over the black spot. Second point for Mayo, second point for Conor Mortimer. Very similar to last weekend in Tralee. Good bright start by Mayo. You will feel it'll be how they finish this game that will tell just how close they'll be come the finish. Good start though by the men from the west. Sheehan. And to that far side, Sheehan fouled. Vaughan the guilty party. Referee just waves play on. Soccer style kick there from Galvin. Not entirely sure what he was at. Maybe he was aiming that one towards Conroy in the corner. Didn't make it there though. Kevin Keane, one of the men who didn't start last weekend. He's in today though. The Westport man, eager to make an impression. His side have made an impression. James Horan. Standout result, certainly that big win against the Dubs a couple of weeks back. 20 points to 8 against the All-Ireland football champions in Castlebar. Kerry and Cooper struggling to get a foothold in this one. Moran. Chance here for Jason Doherty. Well, the crowd continue to come into Croke Park as we see this one again. Shane Enright, the player who went down. Kerry got us back underway. Mark O'Shea inviting goalkeeper Keeley to get involved. And they go right to the far side to Killian Young. Beat Mortimer, still going as Young. It's a poor ball though in the end, and it's cut out by the opposite number 4, Keith Higgins. Gets it back from Mortimer. Higgins to Moran. Up along the channel, invites Conroy. Back to Higgins. This is great football. If there's going to be an end product from here, they're in the danger zone now as Higgins scoops that one high. Got it onto his weaker foot. Did well though. The cornerback coming forward and registering the 3rd white flag. 3 points to no score. As we see this one again, did really well to evade a number of challenges in there. Opted for the point. Some thinking to do for Jack O'Connor. 3 All-Irelands as Kerry football manager. Kerry eager to make amends for last year's All-Ireland final loss to the Dubs. This will be a barometer of just where they're at as we head towards the championship. They've won a free. Referee just has a word. Galvin's jersey just being tugged, and Moran came in there, the jersey being tugged by Lee Keegan. Curtin. He's done well as Jason Gibbons is a new look midfield for Mayo. But a chance now for Brian Sheehan to get his 50th point of the league campaign and get Kerry up and running 7 minutes in. Curtin won it. Sheehan will take it. Really kickable distance. The form he's in, I expect that one to go right over the bar, and it does. Kerry up and running. 7 minutes in. And Brian Sheehan, surprise, surprise, the man who gets them underway. Made no mistake from here, just curled that one away. Did well. 1-6 he got last week, including that penalty and including the late scores as well, as Kerry came back to earn a draw. Donaghy can't get there. Gibbons. Mayo changed the point of attack. Switch play to this left-hand side to Conroy. Really industrious. That's a good ball inside to Mortimer. Just for a second, it looked as though we'd get a sight on goal. Goes for the point. Acknowledges the ball in was really, really clever. Really good football by Mayo. Mortimer finished it off, but how clever was that ball to spot out the diagonal run from Mortimer. 3 points now from the man who plays his football in Parnell's on the north side of Dublin. 4 points in all for Mayo. Kerry have a game in their hands. Donaghy takes. O'Sullivan. Ball in towards Cooper. Just struggling to get into the pace of the game is Colm Cooper. Moran invites Gibbons to get involved, who in turn invites Kevin McLaughlin. This is good play once again by Mayo, playing really good football. McLaughlin once again tries to just charge his way through. The referee adjudged that to be a foul by Mark O'Shea and Shane Enright, either side of the Mayo attacker. Enright was the guilty party really in that one. He's not happy, neither is O'Shea. Free in though, another chance for Mortimer. Scored one from here a couple of minutes ago. As we approach the 10-minute mark, chance for Mortimer to get his fourth and Mayo's fifth. That's good. 5 points to 1 in favour of Mayo. A good start by the men from the west here at Croke Park. And of course these two sides did meet in the championship last year, at the business end of the championship as well. All-Ireland football semi-final, 120 to 111 in favour of Kerry on that day. And these scores so far today. Galvin wins that free, challenged by Vaughan. Chance for Kieran O'Leary. We'll speak about him in a minute as we watch this attack. Colm Cooper. He's been pushed out wide. They're doubling up on him as well. Plays that one back to O'Shea, who was forward in attack, and O'Shea needs to get back now. There could be a gap in the Kerry defence. Mayo know that. That's why this attack is coming so quick. Kerry maybe know that as well, and just give away a foul and a chance to regroup. You may have spotted Kieran O'Leary a couple of minutes ago. He's in as a late change for Declan O'Sullivan in that team we gave you at the outset. So O'Leary joins Curtin and Cooper in attack as Conroy at the far end. That was well charged down by Enright. Kerry get away with it. Really struggling to move up through the gears though, Kerry, so far in these opening 12 or so minutes. Marr. Now Kerry needs some driving runs from midfield. Ball into O'Sullivan, the only O'Sullivan on the pitch. Galvin tried to give and go with O'Sullivan. Wasn't happy with the referee and then gave away possession. Not happening for Kerry at the moment, but just how much can Mayo capitalise on this sluggish start by Kerry? Moran angles that one well to Conor Mortimer. Has work to do out there and he's been pushed wide. Well, he has been lively as Mortimer. 4 points. There's the push there by Killian Young. The chance for Mortimer as the referee on the halfway line is going to have a word with Kevin McLaughlin. Not entirely sure what that's for. I think he's going to get himself a booking, is he? It is. Yellow card out for the Knockmore man. Kevin McLaughlin, first player to go into the referee's notebook. Must have been off the ball. We'll have a look at that one in a few minutes. Mortimer takes. Plays it back to Gibbons. To Barry Moran. Dillon. Did well that Alan Dillon Lines it up. You'd fancy him from there. That looks really good. And Alan Dillon gets in on the score. Well, James Horan did say earlier on in the week that as good as Mayo were early on last week against Kerry, that's the incident there. It's a terrible tackle. In actual fact, it was a yellow card. That's McLaughlin on O'Sullivan. That happened off the ball a couple of minutes ago. That led to Galvin giving away possession, if you remember. Brian Maguire for Kerry. Well cut out though, well read by Keith Higgins. Here is O'Sullivan. Donaghy. He can't get there. Cooper can. Oh, he's up this one. And gets his first score of the afternoon. Kerry's first score in 7 minutes. Colm Cooper just returned last weekend following injury. Back as captain again today. Got 2 points last weekend. 1 so far today. 4 points to the good. James Horan's side. Jack O'Connor as lively as ever down in front of us here in the Hogan stand. Break of a ball. That's won by O'Leary. Darren O'Sullivan scoops that one forward. Well read though by that Mayo defence. And a great break forward here by Cafferty. Gibbons can't get there. Sheehan can. O'Leary just thought about pulling the trigger for a second. Lays it off instead to Cooper. So cleverly done once and almost twice by Cooper. Vintage Colm Cooper. He may be a little bit off match fitness, but he's not missing his cuteness. Wins the free, gives it and goes down again. Referee is going to allow play to continue as that thumps off the upright. Play did continue there. We just thought for a second it was going to be a free, but no. Referee let that one go. Dillon. Challenge on him. And Brian Maguire. Another free. And just at times Kerry's discipline has let them down, and you'd fancy, as you see this again by Cooper, sold one player, almost sold a second, but as much as we admire how well Colm Cooper did there, we have to say Colin Boyle did well on the second attempt to get that one away. Play did continue here as this one thumped, as you can see there, off the post. Yellow card for Colin Boyle. For that challenge on Cooper. 2 Mayo players have been booked so far. Here's Barry Moran. A little too much there. He is in, of course, in place of Aidan O'Shea. Changed Mayo midfield. Lively stuff here at Croke Park. 4 points between them, placed in the National Football League semi-final. Sheehan. O'Leary, the layoff to Galvin. Ball inside for O'Sullivan to have a go. I beg your pardon, it was Curtin. Nicely done over the bar. It was a good ball in. There was still work to do though by Patrick Curtin. Did well because he was under an awful lot of pressure by Kevin Keane, using all his muscle here. First score of the afternoon for Curtin, 3rd and all for Kerry. Jack O'Connor issuing on instructions just underneath us here in the Hogan stand. Well, Galvin has been lively, hasn't he? He's been really industrious in Kerry's comeback after a really good start by Mayo. O'Mahony. O'Leary lays that one off nicely. Crowley to O'Leary. It's a long way out. He's found it though. Did really well to angle that one for a score for O'Leary following that layoff. Did really, really well with that effort. Just 2 points between them. And once again, Kerry reeling Mayo back in, and Captain Moran and co have some thinking to do out there, because they haven't scored now in 5 minutes, and in that time Kerry have raised 3 white flags. Higgins will redeem this one. Dillon takes. Moran went down and won the free. Andy Moran, much to the bewilderment of Anthony Maher, but possession gifted back. Here's Brian Sheehan deep inside his own territory, lays that one off nicely to Shane Enright. Aidan O'Mahony goes from left to right. He finds Kieran Donaghy all the way back there. Good play here by Kerry. Killian Young. O'Sullivan knocks that one out towards O'Leary. O'Sullivan still in close proximity. He goes for O'Sullivan. Smart play by Kerry. Ball over to Maher, who's seen enough of this smart play. Fancies himself from here. And why not? Did really well there. Anthony Maher has weighed in with a fair few points. 4 before today. Let's make that 5 for him. Let's make that 5 for Kerry. And let's make that a 1-point game. 15 minutes to go. Could be a big 15 minutes for Mayo, who did lead 6 points to 1 score. After 13 minutes, they haven't scored since then. 7 minutes now since they scored in that time. 4 points have been scored by Kerry. Cooper getting to know Donald Vaughan. Dillon. Referee ways play on. Here's Andy Moran. Lee Keegan. Barry Moran. Sent in there. Dangerous ball as well. Mortimer comes away with the breaking ball. Sharp layoff to Conroy. Gets it again. He loves clever balls, says Michael Conroy. That was a clever one. The referee has a decision to make from here. Only a free in. Aidan O'Mahony. Man and ball back there, along with Brian Maguire. Here's Maguire. Just tugging away at Kevin McLaughlin's jersey. Not letting him away, not letting him free. That is going to be a free.
Sorry.
Mortimer takes. Makes no mistake. 9 minutes between Alan Dillon's point and Conor Mortimer's. It's a long gap between scores for Mayo. But the 5th point from the boot of Conor Mortimer puts 2 between them once again. What is the response from Kerry? O'Mahony just about gets there. Wasn't all that convincing. Here's Galvin from deep. O'Shea forward for this one. He's won a free. Donald Vaughan just too eager as O'Shea burst forward here. Warren gave it away, and then the afters. Chance for Cooper to get a second score of the game. Plenty of loft on that one. It's good. Colin Cooper, his second point. 6 points now for Kerry. The interesting part as well, by my maths, we haven't had a wide so far in this game, so plenty to keep those fans happy. Really poor crowd here at Croke Park. You can hear every shout from the benches and every shout from the players out there. That being said, plenty of arguments for playing the games here because Mayo and Kerry don't get too many outings at this stage of the year at Croke Park. And from a Mayo point of view, you'll feel that playing Kerry at a venue like this will stand to them come later on in the year, as it's a long way out, it's an effort. And there is our first wide of the game. Came from the normally trusty right boot of Andy Moore, and he's a long way out though. Wide number 1 for Mayo. Well, Kerry definitely the favourites here, but they are looking for their first league final since 2009. That was the last time they won the league. Mayo, though, did play in the league final in 2010, losing out to Cork, who went on to win the All-Ireland Football Championship. Really has got Mayo playing good stuff as James Horan. Options on the bench should there need to be a change. 3 good wins in the Allianz National Football League for James Horan's Mayo. Big one, of course, was the win over the Dubs, but they opened up so well. They won against Laois and Armagh the first 2 matches before things went wrong with 3 losses in a row to Down Donegal and a narrow loss at home to Cork. They bounced back by beating the Dubs and got that draw last weekend to sneak in as the bottom side, if you like, in the league semi-finals. Just about getting in there to join Kerry, Cork and Down. In control here they are. Conroy to O'Mahony. Possession easily won back from Mayo. So the final 10 minutes now, the opening half. Higgins. Chance here for Doherty. He's been quiet enough on this one. Has Conroy close. Plays that one back instead to Moran. This is good play. Dillon involved. Just went down at the wrong time, did Kevin McLaughlin. Free out, the outcome. Good play though by Barry Moran there. O'Sullivan lay off to Donaghy, who's been playing very deep in this opening half. Donaghy invites Maguire to get involved. He wins a free. O'Sullivan thinks about taking it quickly. O'Sullivan goes one way, goes the other, but it's well marshalled by that Mayo defence. Did really well. Nice hands as well by Jason Gibbons. It's going to be a free again. It's become a little bit stop-startish in the last couple of minutes. That's the challenge there by Maher. Barry Moran. It looks like Maher's going to go into the notebook as well. First Kerry player, 3rd player in all. He does so he joins Colin Boyle and Kevin McLaughlin in the referee's notebook. Interesting ball in, it's 1v1. Kerry clear their lines though. Talk of the jersey there by Conor Mortimer. Referee says it's okay. Paul Galvin in possession. He needs to be careful. He's under pressure now from 2 Mayo players as he goes for the diagonal. Invites Sheehan to get involved. Nice layoff to Crowley. Good play again. Back to Sheehan. He'll fancy a go from here very soon, will Sheehan. Gets it onto the left boot, right over the black spot. Well, the more Kerry can get Brian Sheehan in those kind of positions, the more beneficial it will be. Level point game for the first time, thanks to the left boot. Brian Sheehan. Been a lively match, just the one wide. Our first score in 5 minutes brings the two sides level. Well pitched by Barry Horn. Moran's layoff. Foul by Galvin. Keegan. Nice ball forward for Andy Moran. Still going is Moran. O'Mahony keeping an eye. And by hook or by crook, the ball is won back from Mayo. Mortimer's layoff is sloppy. Donaghy. Robust challenge by Donald Vaughan. Play is good. Plays with Killian Young. Barry Moran for company. Plays it back to O'Leary. Just tried to pick out O'Sullivan. Didn't come off. Still Kerry come through Marr. O'Leary. Cooper. Patience up by Kerry. Cooper's down in a fair bit of pain on the far side. That'll be a cause of concern for Jack O'Connor. As the ball is played in towards Donaghy. Won though by Cafferkey. Keegan. Dillon. Plays that one forward. Here's Paul Galvin. So many of those Kerry forwards have been back there defending for large parts of this opening half. It says it all about just how impressive Mayo have been. Now Kerry to take the lead. Here's O'Sullivan. Nicely laid off to Cooper. Ball into O'Leary. Has a go. Easily gathered though in the end by David Clark. Kerry yet to lead in this one. 5 minutes to go to the break. 3-1 by Andy Moran. Jack O'Connor just knows his side need to finish strongly in this opening half. Need to be careful as well, as Keegan sends that one out to Conor Mortimer. Nice ball into the gap. But it's well marshalled by Killian Young. The chance here though, perhaps for Moran. Has a goal! Over the bar. Just thought about going for the goal. Only he will be able to tell us that that was a shot on goal, or if he opted for the point. Sloppy hands by Galvin. Well, he drilled that one. And maybe it was one of those that he drilled and hoped for the best. It could have easily ended up in the back of the net. Wasn't too far over the bar. Hit with an awful lot of venom. That's the man who lost his footing. So Jason Doherty off. Patrick Hart comes on in his place. That's the change. So Andy Moran score, just nudging James Horn's Mayo in front once again. Just how well will they finish the half? Mortimer. That's it. Strikes it straight away. It's good. It's a strong finish of the half. And you feel as though it's needed as well. Conor Mortimer has been in super form. 6 points for him today. Andy Moran, Alan Dillon and Keith Higgins weighing in with points as well, but it's scorer in chief has been Conor Mortimer. Really good stuff. wins the free. Donaghy will take. Kerry, you feel, will need a score towards the end of this half. They just get it as well. O'Sullivan's lay off to their scorer-in-chief and the man who has been in super form. Sheehan, sloppy lay off though. Curtin just couldn't get there. Cooper almost did. Not happening is how you would sum up the opening half for Kerry. Mayo have been really good, but just when Kerry have got into good positions and positions to pull triggers, more often than not, it hasn't come off. Or they haven't got over the line. Well charged down by Anthony Marr. Really, really good for the midfielder. Here he is in possession. Almost like a rugby flanker the way he charged that one down. Lays it off to Sheehan. Oh, he's so calm in possession. He in turn invites Maguire. Pumped into the danger zone. Cooper will have a job keeping this one in. He does so. Sends that in. It's helped goalwards by Kieran Donaghy. Never really any threat though to David Clark's goal. Moran. This is good play. Here's the substitute, Patrick Hart. Only on the pitch a couple of minutes. Plays that one wide. Sheehan. Well, if there's any complaints that it was a bit laboured start to this match, they certainly have a game of Gaelic football on their hands now. Its intensity has improved tenfold as the half has progressed. 1 minute of additional time. We're inside that now. Paul Galvin made a mistake a couple of minutes ago, lost his footing at the wrong time, almost led to a goal from Mayo. Sheehan. Well won though. Did really, really well, did Colin Boyle. That's going to be a free to Mayo. Once again, bad discipline from Kerry. O'Sullivan the guilty party this time. Charged in from the side. The James Horan side did well last weekend when these two sides played each other in Tralee. They did lead 1-8 to 3 points at half-time last weekend, let's not forget, and the game ended up in a draw, so we do expect an awful lot from Kerry in the second half. Just 2 points the difference now as we tick towards the half-time break. Does that lead to get better? Enright to O'Shea. Last bit of action of a lively enough opening half. Conor Mortimer, star man, on the scoring front from a Mayo point of view. 6 points from the Parnell's front man. Kerry too had their chances, plenty to mull over for those fans as they make their way out for some refreshments at half-time at Croke Park. We've a game in our hands, should be a lively enough second half as well. In the opening semi-final of the afternoon, it's Mayo who lead at the break by 9 points to 7. In favour of Mayo at half-time at Croke Park. Set up nicely for the second half. This is, of course, the first of the Allianz National Football League semi-finals this afternoon. Still to come. Really good battle we expect between the defending league champions Cork and Down. First up, we have the second half of Kerry and Mayo, though. Interesting to see how this second half goes as well. Heading to the business end of the league season. Sun has threatened to come in and out all afternoon, really, at Croke Park. You will note the sizable crowd. We expect that to improve for the second match. Confirmation of the scores in that opening half. 6 points from Conor Mortimer, A couple of those are from frees as well. Keith Higgins, Andy Moore and Alan Dillon have got points as well. They've led the way. 2 each from Sheehan and Cooper for Kerry. Well, the band has kept us entertained during the half-time break as the teams re-emerge now for the second half. You could do with some entertaining. It was a lively first half. Mayo with a good goal chance as well when Andy Moran opted for a point. Well, settled for a point, should I say. Whether or not he drilled that one, hoping it would end up in the back of the net or not, we don't know. Busy afternoon in GAA. This some coverage here of the relegation playoff in the Allianz National Hurling League between the Dubs and Galway. This match taking place in Tullamore this afternoon. The loser of this one drops from Division 1A of the National Hurling League. Latest score we have from this one, as you see some points come in there. It's about 20 minutes gone, I think, on this one, and it's actually 6 points to 4 in favour of Dublin. That's the latest score from that one. Paul Ryan with a free a few moments ago. 6 points to 4, so Galway could now bow out of Division 1A of the National Hurling League. That's what we've been watching there. But now let's switch our attention back to Croke Park and to the football as the sun comes back out. Slim margin, just 2 between them. Mayo did have a big lead last weekend. It's quite unusual for these two sides because, of course, they played each other last weekend. It's a much changed Kerry team, though. It's a really good point there from Anthony Maher. Even better if he saw more of that move, because it came on the back of an awful lot of hand passes. Maher just grabbed the ball and said, I'm going for a point. Enough of this messing. Points from midfield could be crucial in the second half. Maher got one there. Sheehan got one there as well. He got 2 points in the opening half. He is playing in midfield, despite the fact that he has now got 51 points in the league for Kerry. Teams back out. He's been involved at the defending end of the pitch as opposed to the attacking end from a Kerry point of view. Patrick Hart introduced for Jason Doherty. As that half went on, Barry Moran as well in there as a starter, you see him there. Well, they're the midfielders that Kerry would like to see get on the ball a little bit more as this match progresses. Has been as industrious as ever. He's been good too. 6 points. Conor Mortimer. Trademark cap. Trademark frown. As Jack O'Connor just looks on to make sure there's no changes to the Mayo team. That man has made no changes. Because it is a double header, that's the reason why the dressing rooms are being used on the far side, the Cusack stand side, in case you're wondering whether the manager would have to run across the field. The dressing rooms underneath us, of course, being used by the teams in the second half of this double header, that being the other semi-final between Cork and Down. But now let's focus our attentions on Mayo. 9 points, Kerry 7 points. Straight away on the attack, Conroy clever again, lays that one off well. I fancy it from here. It's just helped over the bar. Another point. Good start to the half as well. Second point for Alan Dillon. Seconds into the second half. 3 between them. Dillon with a second point of the afternoon. Paul Galvin. And we did say they want more driving runs from Sheehan. They have Sue, and they got in behind here. Chance of a goal. Not really enough on that from a Kerry point of view, though, it has to be said. There was O'Leary trying to hand pass it over the goalkeeper. He did that part, just not enough juice on it. He's not happy with the decision. And just for a second, I felt they could get a goal here. Bit sloppy with the hand pass in the end. Donald Vaughan, the player going down from a Mayo point of view. Free now. Taken by the goalkeeper. 3 between them. Hart can't get there, but Mayo can come on the attack through Lee Keegan. Lays it off to Conor Mortimer. Ball up along the channel for Michael Conroy from Davids. Just overcomplicated that one. He's not happy, clearly. He won't be happy either until his side can register a couple of scores. It did take them 7 minutes of the first half to get their opening score. Yet to score so far in this second half. Marr can't get there. Possession gifted back by Brian Maguire. Here's Alan Dillon from Mayo. Wind in their sails now. Plays it to his captain, Andy Moran. Did well, gets it onto his right boot. It's a long way out. Where's that one going to end up? It's in the danger zone in the area. Paul Galvin. It's won back by Mayo. It's sloppy hand pass by Galvin. A chance for Mayo to run this one from here to Kevin McLaughlin. Lays it off to Moran, right-footed. It's that one wide though. It's only our second wide of the game. Second wide for Mayo as well. Just called some more physicality from the bench. Paul Galvin gifted possession back there to Mayo with a sloppy pass. 120 to 111 when these two sides met in the championship last year. Here at Croke Park, semi-final of the All-Ireland Football Championship. Not exactly as important this time round, but a place in a league final up for grabs. 3 points in favour of Mayo at this juncture. High ball. Never took his eye off the ball, did Kevin Keane. Well, maybe last weekend and the fact that Mayo allowed Kerry back into the game, and the fact that against Cork earlier on in the league campaign they allowed Cork back into the game and eventually allowed Cork to win the game. Maybe there's a bit of determination from those Mayo players to close this one out. A long way off full time, I know that, but maybe they just want to continue to impress and play at a high level. Pictures there of the relegation scrap in the National Hurling League between Galway and Dublin. We're good to continue here at Croke Park though. Ball played in. Marr. Foul by Mortimer. Marr takes the free and switches play. But we've good high intensity towards the end of that opening half. It needs to be said that the intensity is gone in the second half. It's a bit of like a training exercise out there. A goal or a point could change that very lively though. Free given away by Lee Keegan.
Well done, Brian. Well done, Maher.
As much as both sides do want to win this one, of course they do also want to move up through the gears ahead of the championship. For the losers, their next competitive match will be the championship. Yellow card given out to Keegan. Confirmation of that yellow, confirmation that it's going to be a free, and it's taken. In 6 minutes it took them in the second half to get their first score. Colin Cooper pointing over his third point. Kerry's eighth. Here's Galvin. Chance to get Cooper in behind here, lays it off instead. A chance for Curtin. He plays it back to O'Sullivan. They're going back in the wrong direction though. Galvin may go for a point from here. Plenty of height on that one. Where's it going to end up? It's going to end up with his first point of the afternoon from Paul Galvin. Did well. Hit really, really highly. So James O'Donoghue comes on for Kieran O'Leary. Don't be fooled by the numbers. O'Leary, of course, started this one. That isn't a substitution for a substitution. O'Donoghue is on. He's lively as James O'Donoghue. Got 5 points so far in this league campaign as Conor Mortimer plays it in. A chance for Moore and good layoff and back again to Moore. A chance of a goal. Really well tackled in the end. Just as he was lining up to pull the trigger, I think O'Mahony made the vital interception. Well, that's 2 good goal chances for Andy Moran. And you wonder, will, come the finish, those be the chances that Mayo rue? Mark O'Shea going left to right, right to left. He clearly is trying to buy a bit of time back there. Kerry need to find their shape because they were all over the place there, but a great tackle laid on, denying Andy Moran and Mayo. They need a response now to Killian Young, James O'Donoghue and Kerry. O'Sullivan, looked like there was a foul there by Boyle, already on a yellow. Referee waves play on. Here's Cooper, being looked after by Cafferkey. Ball in, aim that one towards Curtin. Cut out though, and a chance for Donald Vaughan to clear this one for Mayo. Still going as Vaughan, great engine does the Ballon Road man. Moran, Andy Moran that is, he's been involved, he's been lively. Dillon on this right hand side, it's angled against him. Marr. Sheehan. Well, he has got 2 points in this game, but considering just how impressive he has been in recent matches, you feel as though Brian Sheehan needs to get more scores. There's a good ball in though towards Donaghy. Players will feed off him. Here's O'Sullivan, has a chance at goal. Looked as though he's going to go for a point. Hit that one on the blind. Goalkeeper with the cap on as well may have seen that one late in the sun. Did well though, did David Clark. Not his most difficult save, but he needs to get his angles right, and did. Gibbons, Keegan, Andy Moran. Keegan has a go from here. Not the first time that the upright has been hit at that end. Galvin hit it in the first half. O'Shea, Galvin, O'Mahony. Well, the second half began a little bit sombre, a little bit low-key. Intensity really has picked up when we've a Gaelic football match in our hands here. Just sloppy from Donaghy. For a second, it looked as though he's going to get in behind. Wrestled by a couple of Mayo players. Chance of a free in and a chance of level scores if Cooper can smack this one over from here. Or in fact, O'Sullivan. Here it was, good hand passing. Well, man, he came in from behind, but it was actually Brian Sheehan diving at the feet of Andy Moran just as he was about to pull the trigger in a really dangerous area. The yellow cards in this one. Latest going to Paul Galvin. Joins Anthony Maher in the referee's notebook alongside Lee Keegan, Colin Boyle, Kevin McLaughlin as well. Sheehan. Three points for him this afternoon. Level scores at Croke Park. 10 points apiece. So Owen Brosnan is on, so too is Donica Walsh. Players that make way. Patrick Curtin will give you the change in attack with Donica Walsh replacing him. And Varley on for Michael Conroy as well. Plenty of changes all at once there. Bit of bookkeeping to be done. Donica Walsh on for Patrick Curtin, as we said. Owen Brosnan has also entered the fray for Kerry. Galvin. O'Sullivan. Donaghy. Still attack is alive. It's a foul though. The wrong time by Donica Walsh. Confirmation that Aidan O'Mahony is the player who's made way for Owen Brosnan. Dangerous one, played in there. Well won though by Shane Enright. Walsh. Harton close proximity, and here is Walsh again. Not too much in front, goes behind to Galvin. Well won by Donaghy. Off to O'Sullivan. Kerry have the lead. First time today. O'Sullivan with the point. All came from a well-pitched ball, well-won ball as well by Donaghy. Here it is again. Did well. Never took his eye off the ball. Two players around him. Did well. Laid it off. O'Sullivan did the rest. Anybody's game approaching the final 20 minutes at Croke Park. This one's going the way of the Dubs. Again, this is the Allianz National Hurling League relegation playoff. Losers go down to Division 1B of the National Hurling League, bow out of the top division. Dublin league finalists last year. Galway, traditionally so good in the league. Nine points to 7 though in favour of Dublin. 37 minutes gone, so inside stoppage time at the end of the half there. Big second half on the way there. That one in Tullamore this afternoon. Their attention though is on this one. 1 point in favour of Kerry as Eddie Kinsella prepares to get us back underway. And he's waited a long time as Jack O'Connor for his side to be ahead. They are now ahead. That means there's work to be done for James Horn down in front of us. Free taken quickly by Colin Boyle. Andy Moran. Keith Higgins. Aimed that one towards Donald Vaughan. One back though by James O'Donoghue. There's a chance here for O'Sullivan. Just looked like he's going to get in there. Referee has now a big call to make as Vaughan takes him down. Free in is the outcome. Vaughan not happy whatsoever with that decision. That's the foul. As he clattered in behind, he'll feel as though O'Sullivan went down rather easily. And he can have no real arguments from there, surely. And this is going to be a free. Chance for Colin Cooper to get his 4th point of the afternoon. No mistake. All Kerry in the second half. We did speak at half-time about the importance of both sides of the second half. Well, apart from an Alan Dillon score just after the restart, it's been a long time now. 16 or so minutes since Mayo got a score. Mayo, don't forget, led 9-7 at the break. It's now 12-10. Five points to 1 in the second half if you're just scoring the second half in favour of Kerry. O'Shea to Galvin, to Maguire, to O'Donoghue. Cooper can't get there. Donaghy almost did. Vaughan. He's not happy with that challenge from Donaghy off the ball. Play goes on though with Galvin. Plays it off to Crowley. Walsh angles that one in. Could be a chance here. A goal it is! Just a moment's hesitation, and as it opened up ahead of James O'Donoghue, he's injured himself, but he's got it in the back of the net. Well, for a game that's been so compact, a break of a ball, goalkeeper scrambling to get there. So much ground to make up the goalkeeper had, though. And James O'Donoghue, from a ball that came right across an awful lot of players, gets himself a goal. 112 to 10 points. 112 the final score last weekend from a Kerry point of view. He's down, he needs some attention. And those Mayo supporters will be wondering what has gone wrong. Big lead last weekend against Kerry, an under-strength Kerry side, and ended up drawing that match. They did lead 9-7 at half-time here to James Horan's side. Now find themselves 5 points behind. 112, 10 points, Kerry. What is the Mayo response? That ball goes out. Shane Enright will take this one. And Jack O'Connor will be very happy. His side have scored a goal and 5 points in the second half. Just one single score from a Mayo point of view. In a lively contest, just 2 wides in the whole match. Down that far side, it's Lee Keegan. Plays that one back. I feel as though Mayo may need a goal. They had 2 good goal opportunities, one in particular from that man Andy Moran. We did say at the time they may be chances they'll rue. Great defending at the time from Brian Sheehan. Still they come to Mayo, sloppy hands in the end, but still out possession to Patrick Harty. Lays it off to Dillon. And there is a score just when they needed it. Good score, Colin Boyle. Only 20 minutes since the last score though. Makes it just 4 points between them. Once again, a little glance at this relegation battle. This is stoppage time in the opening half, and Tullamore will losers of this match relegated. 9-7 in favour of Dublin at half time. Losers drop out of Division 1A of the Alliance National Hurling League. 2 points in favour of the Dubs. Anybody's game there as the players leave the field in Offaly. Players still on the field in Dublin for this league semi-final, switching from hurling to football. Keegan. Now to Gibbons. Danny Geraghty, who's come on, is involved there. He plays it to Kevin McLaughlin. Still going as McLaughlin. Owen Brosnan in close pursuit. That's going to be a free in and a chance for Conor Mortimer to reduce the gap further. Well, he'd be happy with the goal, but he knows his side far from home and hose at this stage. Mortimer's free taking has been really good today, looking for his 7th score of the day. Mortimer takes, strikes it well. A goal between the sides at Croke Park. Mayo fans still believe, and why wouldn't they? 36 points so far in the league campaign for Mayo's all-time record goal scorer, or point scorer should I say, Conor Mortimer. Those 12 points now mean so far in this league campaign it's 4 goals and 100 points for Mayo. It's 5 goals and 111 points so far this campaign from a Kerry point of view. Both sides big scores in this Allianz National Football League campaign inside the final 4. Heading towards the final 10 minutes here. What can Kerry do from here? O'Shea plays that one to O'Donoghue. Goal scorer, unlikely goal scorer. Got a knock when he scored the goal, but he's okay to continue. It was a lucky enough goal that Kerry got. A break of a ball did go their way. They all count. Mayo will feel that that is the score that divides these two sides and knocks them out of the league. They'll be very, very disappointed. Mortimer looking to change all that. Needs to get that onto his left boot. Killian Young knows that. Sends him out wide. All played back. It's poor though. It's going to go wide. Another wide. Third wide of the game. Third wide for Mayo. Wide coming off the boot of Enda Varley. Well, here it was here, just as Mortimer looked to try to get back inside. He wasn't being allowed. Walsh. Kerry will fancy their chances of closing this one out inside the next 10 minutes. Still a goal to the good. James O'Donoghue wins that free from Donald Vaughan. Chance for Colm Cooper from here as he won that free. That's the reason why the free was won. Sheehan will take this to join Cooper on 4 points in the afternoon. Makes no mistake whatsoever. Sheehan with 4 points. Cooper with 4 points. Kerry 113, Mayo 12 points. Possession one back in a good area as well. Cooper in space now. Here's O'Sullivan. Sloppy. O'Donoghue will get there though. Cooper into Donoghue. Just couldn't control that one though. Cooper has been impressive. That's the ball in. Clever idea. Breaking ball now. Chance here, but not going to get there. Mayo need a score, and need a score quickly as Keegan gets them going on that far side. He's driving forward from the half-back position. Down goes Dillon. Play is still alive. Chance here for Varley. Goes back very deep as end of Varley. Here's Hart. Wide though. James Hoare not happy with the referee here, and with the assistants. Really not happy. He feels that was a foul. It did look like a foul, didn't it? As Galvin took down his man, bursting forward. It was Kevin McLaughlin. And that's the reason why the Mayo manager is very, very unhappy indeed. Break and play as the referee Eddie Kinsella has a word with the Mayo players, being led there by Enda Varley. Galvin O'Feely got away with that one. Jack O'Connor will be happy if his side can get over the line. Big match here at Croke Park. Big match too, of course, taking place in Tullamore. Play resume. Brendan Keeley will take. They're back underway at Tullamore, as you can see below us there. This is the hurling relegation playoff in Division 1A.
Pressure!
Losers will bow out of Division 1A of the Allianz National Hurling League. But let's get back to Croke Park. 113. 12 points, as you see there, to Kerry. Kevin Keane. Jason Gibbons sends that one in. Chance here for Moore, and he hasn't been lucky in front of goal, though, as he is Andy Moore, and the Mayo captain. Kerry come away with possession. Here's Anthony Maher. Keep football now will do the job nicely at this stage. Donoghue. There's that one very deep. It's a rash one. And the chance here perhaps for Dillon. This time he goes down. This time it is a foul by Paul Galvin. And a real chance now. Well, Galvin got away with one a couple of minutes ago. Hasn't got away with that one. Exactly what he was thinking, or exactly what Donaghy was thinking here, is anybody's. But when Galvin got in here, and as the player ran into the danger zone, into the penalty area, taken down by Galvin. Now we had a penalty last weekend. We'll have a penalty this weekend. A chance to put just a point between them. Late drama in what has been a really good game of football as well. Penalty will be taken by Patrick Hart. Hart against Keeley. Inside the final 3 minutes at Croke Park. This will set us up for a grandstand finish. Patrick Hart buries it. A point between them. Game on at Croke Park. Well, they drew last weekend, 1-12 apiece. What odds on Mayo between now and 70 minutes, levelling this one up at 113 apiece? Galvin not happy with the decision, not happy perhaps with his half-backs as well. It seems to be some argument there as to why he had to make that challenge, why he was back there defending. Well, Mayo have been really good value for their 112 so far, but there are Kerry to edge over the line. Well, Galvin may not be happy with his half-backs. He may not be happy with the referee for awarding that penalty, but it all came from a Kieran Donaghy. Very strange ball, very late on in the game. O'Sullivan, he goes down. Free kick in a right area from a Kerry point of view, who are playing the clock now as much as they're playing Mayo. Well, Mayo have been involved in some of the real standout matches in the Alliance National Football League. Just how Cork managed to beat them late on. There's a yellow card there for Alan Dillon. How Cork beat them late on a couple of weeks ago by a point. How they threw away that lead is anybody's guess. How they managed to get that big performance to really KO the Dubs is anybody's as well. And now this one is set up for a really good finish after these two sides, don't forget, drew just last weekend. Mortimer off, O'Connor on. O'Connor did really well last weekend, scored at 6 points if memory serves correct. Now they could do with a point from him now. So Mortimer will finish with 7 points. Still Kerry come forward. Is this to be the insurance point? It's gone wide. Well, there is time, 2 minutes to be added on. There really is time. Really is set up well. Take it quickly. Are we to get the two sides level late on? It's going to be a free. What drama we're seeing here. .113 to 112. Inside the 2 minutes of added on time. Kick out. A free rather taken by Brian Shee, and here's Paul Galvin, man who gave away the penalty. In possession in his own half is Galvin, but Mayo have turned it over. That's going to be a free out for Kerry. Now that may just be, as you hear the boos ring around Croke Park, that may be that from a Mayo point of view. Let's not forget they did lead 9 points to 7 at half-time. As we see that again, that's the free out. We played the 2 minutes of additional time. Some attention goes on there. Well, James Horan was really unhappy. Before Paul Galvin gave away that penalty, a couple of minutes previous to that, there was an incident involving Kevin McLaughlin, who burst forward for Mayo. Moran was not happy that a free wasn't given for that incident. And I hate to say it, but if a free was given for that incident, and if that free was scored, a couple of ifs, we could now have a level game. So interesting to hear James Horan's comments afterwards that the free that never was, because that free that never was could have made all the difference. Man of the match, Anthony Maher. He has been excellent. He got a really good point as well. He just scored 1 point today, but he got a really good one as well. Mayo on the attack. Are we to get this game levelled up? Free in stoppage time. He can afford to smile. He may look to the bench behind him and think, if only Conor Mortimer had still been on the field. Last kick of the game surely is going to be a kick by Mayo to level it up. Free given away by O'Sullivan for that challenge there on Cillian O'Connor. I think O'Connor's going to get back on his feet to take it himself. Now or never. This surely will be that. Yellow card dished out. It's all academic at this stage. Yellow card to Shane Enright. Well, the two sides drew 112 apiece last weekend. This man scored plenty of points. Cillian O'Connor will take to draw us level, and regardless of what happens from here, we feel we'll hear the final whistle shortly after it's taken. O'Connor knocks it over the bar. 113 apiece to Croke Park. 7 days on from their draw in Tralee. The two sides are level in a super game of football. At times the intensity wasn't there, at times it was sloppy, but at times you just could not take your eyes off this one. That's the final whistle. 113 apiece in a really absorbing contest. Well, those fans shouldn't make their way anywhere, because they're going to have 2 additional minutes, or sorry, 2 additional periods of 10 minutes. James Horan's side draws level as Colin Cooper and co go off. We're no closer to knowing who is going to go forward to the league final. Kerry 113, Mayo 113. And confirmation that the second semi-final will now start at 4:30. Well, we'll pause for a breather. We'll then return with 2 periods of 10 minutes each. Full value for money the crowd here at Croke Park are getting. 70 minutes can't separate them. Extra time will, we hope. 113 to 113, the final score, as we pause for a couple of moments at Croke Park. Extra time on the way. Well, it has been a really good contest. hard to deny Mayo and say they didn't deserve this one. 113 apiece. Extra time at Croke Park. And it's hard to know really as well who this extra time is going to suit at this stage, because it's been swings and roundabouts. Mayo did lead 8 points to 7 at half time. It was mainly Kerry in the second half, but that late penalty and some late scores as well mean we're heading for 2 periods of 10 minutes each of extra time. And confirmation as well that the second league semi-final, that one between Cork and Down, is due to start at 4 o'clock. It won't. It'll start now around about 4:30. We will have a break between the outcome of extra time and that second match. Well, Conor Mortimer was their scorer-in-chief with 7 points from Mayo. He, of course, has gone off. And the really interesting part is that these two sides did draw last weekend as well when they met in Tralee. As we see the goal, that was the goal for Kerry. Just evaded everybody, came right across the face of goal. James O'Donoghue just about got there ahead of the goalkeeper. When you see it from that angle, you realise he just got there ahead of the goalkeeper. Mayo looked dead and buried at that stage, but they fought back, and how as well with that really dramatic finish. So the two sides draw for the second time in as many weeks. We thought Mayo were gone at that stage when that goal went in. But they came back, they got a late penalty and late score as well from Killian O'Connor. Now let's have a look at this. That was a really strange ball. This is the penalty decision. Paul Galvin took of the jersey on Alan Dillon. As for what Kieran Donoghue was doing with that ball at that stage in the game is anybody's guess. Penalty was given, a big pressure moment, but a penalty dispatched well by Hart. He did well, made no mistake from there. Still work for Mayo to do at that stage though. And work they did with that late point from O'Connor. 113 to 113. 7 days on from a 112 to 112 draw between these two sides. Well, if you were to see bookmakers' odds on who's going to win this one, hard to know who they would favour. Kerry the favourites going into it to reach the final, but Mayo have really put it up to them, and they needed to as well. Their late collapse against Cork a couple of weeks ago put serious question marks, and the fact that they led so well at half-time last weekend in this fixture and allowed Kerry to come back into it. Big question marks as to how good Mayo were at holding on to leads and just how serious they were when it came to the business end of a Gaelic football match. They needed to finish well, and they did with that late point. It really is anybody's match, and those Cork and Down players in the dressing rooms will have to keep themselves warm for a little bit longer, because we'll have 2 minutes, or 2 periods rather, of 10 minutes, 20 minutes of extra time to see who is going to go forward to the Alliance National Football League decider. We're no closer to knowing at this stage who that's going to be. Well, we're still waiting on the teams to come back out. We will have that extra time on the way in a couple of minutes' time. It's been a super contest as well, and seeing who's going to be relegated from Division 1A of the Alliance National Hurling League. This is the hurling relegation playoff decider. Losers drop down to Division 1B, winners stay up. So far a very tight game, as you can see from the scoreline there. This is the Dubs and Galway, by the way. players are back out. That's the man who gave away a penalty. Mayo back out too. And as we said, we'd have 2 minutes, or 2 periods of 10 minutes of additional time. Well, players are back out. The management have to make their way right across the field. They're going to have extra time. Well, we're back underway. That's going to be 10 minutes of additional time now. And James Horan's side, he may have thought his side were absolutely gone. We all did. But they finished so well. This is going to be tough on the players out there who've been out there an awful long time now. At this stage, Paul Galvin. Sends that one in towards Donaghy. Can't get there, and a chance for Kevin Keane and Mayo, who's now won a free. Well, the game has really had everything so far. We've had a penalty late on to Mayo, a late score to level up the match, all that after a goal from James O'Donoghue, and the fact that Mayo did lead 9-7 at half-time. The drama won't end there. That was well read and well won by Peter Crowley. That's extra time, but he's plenty of engine to go forward. Still going is Crowley. Is he going to be stopped? He is. He lays it off to O'Sullivan. That's where he's given a free, I think, for that challenge by Colin Boyle. What a great burst forward by the young half-back, Peter Crowley. Eventually stopped after evading a number of challenges. Well, Sullivan's effort wasn't that superb either. Here's Brian Sheehan. Knocks that one over the bar. It's going to be another substitution being made. Brian Sheehan's 5th point of the afternoon. Well, Mayo did lead at half-time, but it's been a while now since they actually had control of this match and since they've taken the lead. Minutes and counting ago since they actually had control and the lead of this match. They can restore parity here. Of course, Conor Mortimer, their scorer-in-chief, with 7 points now off the field. As that free is one, you can tell he's suffering a bit though, is Alan Dillon. O'Connor will take this one. Farley rather is going to actually step up. That one, but it's gone wide. 114 to 113. So confirmation that Jonathan Lyne is on in place of Anthony Maher. Change in midfield. It's going to be a free in. Chance here now from Cillian O'Connor to give us a level match. It's come low from O'Connor, easily dealt with in the end by Brendan Keeley. Paul Galvin. Late challenge on Killian Young. Danny Geraghty giving that one away. Young has stayed on the deck. Well, this is the relegation playoff in the National Hurling League. Dublin and Galway. Galway in control of this juncture as we watch these pictures, and a ball played forward. Dublin scoring a goal. Goal from Dublin, scored by Ross O'Carroll, the Dublin travelling support in Tullamore. Very happy indeed. Dublin back in control of that one by 2 points. Losers of that one bow out of Division 1A of the National Hurling League. From hurling to football, from Tullamore to Croke Park. It's Kerry by a point in extra time. Yellow card for the substitute, Danny Geraghty. Well, if you've just joined us, hard to sum this one up. It took 7 minutes for Kerry to get their opening score of the afternoon. They played second fiddle for the opening half to Mayo. Mayo led 9-7 at half time. It was all Kerry in the second half. It was 113 to 12 points late on when Mayo were awarded a penalty. They then scored a free. Forced extra time. Brian Sheehan doesn't miss from there, does Brian Sheehan. 2 scores in extra time, both coming from the boot of Brian Sheehan. He's now up to 7 points for the afternoon. And if you're wondering exactly what's going to take place in this extra time, it's 2 periods of 10 minutes. So we've only 3 minutes to go before we'll have a quick turnaround. All new territory for GAA fans. Extra time. Boyle plays that one long. There's a chance here for Mayo. They have got numbers. Dillon had a look towards the post. Plays it short to Moran. An awful lot of these players have been putting in a huge shift out there, so this extra time must be getting difficult. Chance of a point. It's a good one as well. Did super stuff, did Cillian O'Connor. Did well on this fixture last weekend as well. Just a point between them. Barry John Keane is now on for Cillian Young. I think it's Cillian Young anyway, it is, yeah. Barry John Keane is on for him. There's confirmation that is Cillian Young leaving the field of play. Barry John Keane enters the fray. 10 points in the league so far for the young corner forward, Barry John Keane. Here's Paul Galvin. Free in. Decision goes against Lee Keegan. see James Oren's view on that one. Way back. Ball in. O'Donoghue has got a goal already in this match. Harry John Keane's only on the field. He raises white flags, and a game may be running away now from Mayo. They put in such an effort to get themselves back in the match. Maybe the chance is now gone. Well, there's only 2 points in it. They have a chance, have they, to get the last score of the first half of extra time. Yellow card to O'Sullivan. 1 minute of additional time at the end of this first half of extra time. 2 points in favour of Kerry. That could be reduced now, though. And Stephen Cluxton, it is the kind of the area, isn't it, that Stephen Cluxton scored that memorable point against Kerry last year in the All-Ireland final. Well, the Mayo goalkeeper, David Clark, who takes a number of frees. The Ballina man comes forward. He hasn't caught that well at all, and he's out of his goal. If Kerry can work this one up forward. Sheehan, Cooper. Jonathan Lynn, Galvin. Well won by O'Donoghue. He's been lively, he's been heavily involved since he came on. James O'Donoghue did well there. O'Donoghue may has another sniff on goal now. He has O'Sullivan free in the centre. If he can pick him out, he can't. And Mayo come away with the ball. It's going to be a free. It's not. It's the end of the half. 2 points in favour of Kerry, 116 to 114. Half time in extra time. 2 points in favour of Kerry.
And welcome to the 59th season premiere of Hockey Night in Canada.
Please welcome your Stanley Cup champion! Get the back, baby!
I told you I'd be here for the opening, and I bring the Queen.
This team is about to take off again.
The shot gets through. Balls and Mexico scores! There is the Jets' first goal. And he did not see that hit coming.
Shane. This is as dazzling an individual effort as you're going to see tonight in Pittsburgh. Sid's back. Here's Crosby with a burst of speed up the middle. Gets all back. Sid. The Rangers and the Flyers take their bitter rivalry and step outside. Talbot, Giroux.
Jerome McGinley's mom, 500 goals.
Holy smokes. 108-8.
Malkin, galloping. Malkin to the goal. Scores! Oh, what a save made there by Smith. Here's Denver going end-to-end. All the way in. Shoots and scores!
I didn't think it was physically possible for Stetson to be able to do that.
Stamkos scores!
Once again, the Vancouver Canucks are all the president's men.